Good morrow, scholars. It's been a good long while, and while I don't really have any excuse other than a lack of drive, I suppose. Not Google Drive, because it's good stuff, but I don't know. Anyway, so I thought I'd try and get back into the swing of things, but like ease my way into it. Just kind of dip my toes. Never mind. I thought I'd go back to some Ultrasabers since it's been a while. And the real reason I want to is because two of them I felt like were not quite as good as they could have been design-wise. Not that they were bad or anything, just I felt like some improvements could have been made to the design. The first one is one that I've had for, I guess, about a year and a half now, maybe almost two. If you can tell from right here, it is the hilt of the Mantis, and what I've done is I've taken the emitter from the Reaper, is what it's called. So it gives it a much more Dooku-esque feel to it. You can tell, like, holding it about right here, if you see what I mean. And it's red, so, even better. Now, partially why I did that is because the emitter for the Mantis is just barely off-center in such a way that it bothered me way too much. And so I thought, hey, let's try this. Once I got the Reaper from the Dallas Fan Expo that you guys saw me go to, where I fought with Deadpool and took my mom to see Mark Hamill. Unfortunately, what ended up happening with that is it was even more off-centered. Here, the claw was coming out over here. So instead of being like that, it was like that. So what I had to do was I took some rubber bands and I put them at the base of the emitter where it kind of screws in, and I just tightened it like normal, and that gave it enough space where it became somewhat level. It's a little askew, but not nearly as much. And I also took off the pommel from it because I just felt like it really didn't fit with the aesthetic. If you don't know, this is what the emitter, or the pommel, looks like right there. We'll come back to that in a minute. I thought I'd make this a 2-for-1 deal. So what I did was I took the pommel to one of my other lightsabers because I bought an extra one for another one of them over there, but that's neither here nor there. So I took the, this one's from the Dominic's LEV3. That's right. So what I did was I took it, put it here, and then I painted a silver circle around the side of it. I had thought about making the whole thing silver, but I felt like the ring and then the base just looked a little bit nicer, and I enjoy it. So let me know what you guys think. I love the windows. That was amazing. And I really did enjoy the Reaper on its own the way it was. I swear. Man, it's hot in here. I have the window open, and it's been a while. I'm not used to talking. I don't know. Anywho. So, with the Reaper, an issue I had was the pommel. Whenever I wear it at my belt, it was always scratching my side because I'm still a little overweight. So I switched it out with this. I have less of an issue with it, but still, it's there. Now, as you can see, the etchings and such work really nice. You know, we've got the cover tech wheel here, ignition switch here, and then I put the emitter of the Mantis on here. And like I mentioned earlier, it was slightly off-center, so what I did was I put a rubber band between here and here. You can kind of sort of see right there. It's sticking out somewhat so that it lines up relatively okay. Now, what's really cool though is because of this, not accounting for the whatchamacallit, the claw, this is the longest hilt that I have. So it's really good for you know, dual hands. But I'm relatively large enough that I can still wield it with just the one hand if I need to. As you can see, it's quite tall with a 36-inch blade. To give you somewhat of a point of reference, I have here my Sentinel Yellow with a pike extension and the pommel to a Flamberge V2 Collector's Edition? I don't remember. I just put that there on a whim. The color's messed up somewhat. I need to get it fixed. Anyway. It's got a 24-inch blade. This one's 36-inch. So you can see they're relatively close. Yeah, anyway. Let me know what you guys think. I enjoy these configurations much more than I did with the originals. My only complaint would have to be on the Mantis here. Now, as you can see, there is a big difference between here and here in terms of thickness. And so it makes it a bit difficult to wield at the point of curvature. It's not tremendously so because, you know, I'm a larger fellow, but most people, or I guess a lot of people, would have a difficult time and may try and just grip it here, where here is over the ignition switch. But even then, it's still kind of awkward. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. Sorry for rambling and getting off topic. I hope you guys enjoy these as much as I do if you decide to try it out for yourself. If you do, it's going to cost you quite a bit of money. I don't think you'd have to necessarily buy. Well, you could either buy both or buy one and then get the emitters and the pommels separate if you want one or the other. If you talk to Ultrasabers, maybe tell them, hey, work on it so that the emitters line up with the ignition switch in regards to, you know, the claw and where it points. But other than that, I don't have much in the way of critiques. If you agree with me, be sure to let me know down in the comments. If you think that I'm being really nitpicky, by all means, tell me in the comments. I don't mind. Man, it really is hot in here. I should turn on the fan. I could have walked the 2 feet to get to the thing, but why? If you guys have any other suggestions on what would be good for an emitter here or there, or a pommel that would make these look, in your opinion, better, be sure to let me know down in the comments also. And until next time, goodbye everybody. Hopefully next time will be sooner rather than later. But who knows?